Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Yeah, today the president of IWS, Ian Wright, will do the live demo for the blueberries, and we'll see the blueberry will come out on this paper. Okay. Hi. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ian Wright, president of IWS Canada, and a big fan of Rockwell paints. And I'm here today to give a little demo on their new series of paints called Blueberry that are actually made from blueberries. So this is going to be quite an adventure. Blueberry Natural Pigment Watercolor Set. Unearth your wilderness. So we're going to be unearthing our wilderness today, trying out this new series of paints. And again, I've never tried this before, so this is going to be a bit of an experiment. So I figured the best thing to paint using blueberry pigments is actual blueberries. So I've sketched a rough layout here for our painting. And as we open it up, let's see what we have here. We have Earth Magic, Harvest Oracle, and Starberries. So let's see, let's start with Starberries. Put it down on my palette here. Now this seems to be a opaque, white leaning opaque paint. And next, this one is called Harvest Oracle. Now that's a bit of a richer, darker, that'll be for my darker areas. And then third is Earth Magic. So let's put that there, that's also quite rich. So we'll see how these play out on the paper. Let's start with that for now. And I'm using two Rockwell brushes. So I got a nice flat one there, and this one, I don't know what the name of it is. It's got a nice sharp tip.
Yeah, it's number 7.
Number 7, okay, there you go. So these are also built by Rockwell, very inexpensive, very good quality for what you're getting for this.
Good quality, but not expensive.
Yes, it's not expensive and it's decent brushes. By the way, I'm not getting paid for this at all. This is my own demo just to present Rockwell, because I like to support this local business, and they have great paints, they have great brushes, and I quite like everything they do. So we'll start by planning out the painting. So I'm going to add a bit more than just the blueberry. We're going to have some green up here and down here to balance out the composition, have some warmer colors to mix in with the cooler colors of the blue. We're going to have a highlight around here. It's going to be our focal point, and our composition will bring your eye towards this third of the paper. And just get some water on the paper. I'm going to do some lost and found edges here with the green at the end. So first just get a general, I'm going to keep a bit of it dry. We're using a rough Bao paper here. So we'll get a nice rough, somewhat impressionistic looking texture. Thank you. For the first wash, I'm going to use this lightest color. This white blueberry color will match well with the highlights in these blueberries here. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of that on my brush. And again, it's very loose at the moment. We don't have to worry too much about details. Got some nice rough paper here that will create a bit of white spots for our highlights. And as we go, we're going to get darker and darker using every one of these colors. I'm going to move my reference here. So we're already getting a nice light blueberry tone. And keep it blurry at the top. let that run down a bit. So that'll be our first pass. Again, very loose to begin. Don't have to worry too much about it. Keep some of these highlights because that'll be our areas where the light's bouncing off the edge of the blueberry. Now I'll do a light balance up here for now. I'm going to just pick out our secondary color. It doesn't stain. That's the first one. What's that called? That one is called the Starberries. It's the first of the 3 blueberry series. Now the secondary color I'm going to be using for the background, this is called Fall Story. So this is a very nice evolving paint that has a bit of orange in it as well. Orange and green, so it's like 2 paints in one. And you're going to see it on the paper how it really works well for leaves and any kind of foliage. So I'm going to put a first wash of that down. Thank you. I'm going to keep a very limited palette here. Now, next stage, I'm going to add a bit of our secondary color. Getting the paper wet first. And just fill in that area. Again, very rough. You want to keep a lot of negative space. Carve out those blueberries. So that's looking all right. And you'll see as it dries, you're gonna get some orange in there as well.
Wow.
It really comes out nice. And it's creating a nice halo around our blueberries already, as it is. Add a bit of water, just to kind of dilute it a bit.
Yeah, I can see the orange.
Now it's bleeding a bit into our blueberries here, so I'm gonna try and get that out of there. I want to keep a firm line at the sides here. As well. It's looking good.
Yes, beautiful.
Here as well, we want to try and get the paint moving away from the blueberries, not encroaching on them. But this is nice. I like the orange here. I'm going to just squeeze it away a bit. There. Tilt this a bit up. Put a bit of... Now this is a great synthetic brush for doing splatters like that.
This?
Yeah, this works very well. Now you see when I put the water in, already it's coming out green. You see, so with very little effort, I'm getting so many colors going on as it is. So that's looking really good. I'm going to tone down this highlight a bit. Keep that a bit softer. Have this bleed out into the background a bit. So one more thing before it dries, I'm going to add a bit of this neon yellow here just to give it some accent.
So important. There's a few
just
colors added.
these are the bright leaves, and as it dries, it'll really mix together with what's on the paper right now.
What's a beautiful blue.
And so this is all made by Blueberries, right?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a special part in the skin mostly.
So do you mash up the blueberries? How does that work?
You need to first, you need to make the blueberry dry and use the skin parts and make the powder. Oh, sorry, there's a lots of tricks. I don't want to.
Special proprietary
Yeah.
ingredients and
You
methods.
cannot use the how can I say you buy the supermarket because inside they didn't kill the something we don't need. Yeah, we need to take out the useless part and keep the stronger the color part.
Yeah, because you open up a blueberry, it's not really blue inside.
No, it's use the real blueberry, but you need to edit something. The glue, you know, some protection to keep the color stay. But some artists say, okay, I just buy the powder from the supermarket and I dry. I say, okay, you draw, okay, but how long you can keep?
Yeah.
The sun, you know. I think another one is no pigment, just for drinking.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to draw the line somewhere, and
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you can't do everything.
Yeah, this you need to testing and also need to put something to help the color stay for longer.
Yeah.
Because usually for fruits, the transparency very high, but the light fatness is lower. So you need to thinking how to balance them. You don't want to you finish your work and then few months or half year everything fixed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The light fastness, yeah.
Light fatness is important with the fruits and the flowers pigments. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so don't need to buy from the supermarket. We just keep it on the wall.
Yeah.
So for the three colors, which one is your favorite?
Well, this one is definitely one that's the most useful, for me at least. Any dark blue or cool color like this is always handy for pretty much anything.
See this? Wow.
It's almost like painting with black, but it has more pigment to it. One thing I might do though, what have I got? If I get a little bit of purple, I might add a bit of purple at the end just to create some highlight balance.
You use
Like
the first one?
Like a pink.
The last one? Or... Okay.
Let's see. Depends how this turns out. Because now I'm trying to cut out the dark areas. So the darker areas will recede into the background, creating more of a contrast between the blueberry and the leaves behind. We don't need this here so much. Fade this a little.
So juicy.
So now I'm just playing with the highlights and the shadows here to really get it three-dimensional looking. Now we got some bleed there, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's going to mix together. That's all right.
That's the watercolor.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So, yeah, a bit of bleed here, that's all right. It's going to mix and fade, and it'll be okay. while this is drying. Let me see.
So you with the special glass, you can see glasses, you can see everything.
You can see for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Wow, that's totally different. Mm.
The texture.
This the color is red with like a red color, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then can see.
Yeah, so it gets rid of any, it's a good reference.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see where you need your highlights without being distracted by the colors. So I need a bit of a highlight here. This is our main blueberry. So here we can grab a bit of a highlight. It lifts quite well, this paint as well. So. Okay, so now I've got the royal purple. I'm just going to balance out things a bit. I'm going to put a little bit in the blueberries as well. This will just make it pop a bit more because we'll have a couple more colors going on, just to emphasize things. See how that's making it a bit more three-dimensional?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little extra flourish. Just to make it look a bit juicier.
And look fresh.
Mm-hmm. And a little bit in the background too, just to balance it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about balance.
So when you draw the painting, need to focus something and also need to keep the balance, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Balance it out. Again here, a bit of purple. Okay, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some more straight lines here. Okay. Let that dry a bit before finishing it up. Now the last stage, I'm going to put a bit of dark here, but this has to be dry first. So I just have
I
to
see.
wait for that.
You can see that right now.
Yeah. You're acting kind of as the director of the movie. You don't want to tell every actor exactly how they do their job. You direct the flow of the paint and you let it do what it needs to do. You don't want to micromanage it, or else your painting's going to look overly worked. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit.
Wonderful.
One last little part in there I'm going to add, and then that's done.
We'll keep getting dry, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that it's dry, just going to do last few things. Going to accentuate the bottom of this. Have this go. My eyes are still adjusting from outside. Highlight the bottom. Okay, it's looking good. This is our main blueberry, so we've got a nice. Line underneath there now. That's good, just a little accent. I'd like to put an accent here as well. It's gonna drag it now. I'm going to try adding as a highlight a bit more of the star berries here. So this will go on the very top. Just try this out. Just a bit more highlight there. A little bit more here. All right, now I leave it.
Yeah, done?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thinking this already is really, really pretty. Let's get
Sign it, and there we go.
That's the important part. Come on. Usually people sign, they need to think in where, and also, yes, for the balance part, right?
Yeah, so it's left to right. I'll put some false stories.
Da, da, da,
There
da. Okay, thank you, Ian. That's a wonderful work we do in the Victoria Day.
It's tough to let it go.
Huh?
It's tough to let it go.
Yeah.
I always see more things to just cleaning up. That's nice and crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lines here. This is the darkest of the dark, so this is just at the very, very end to do this. Okay. Use your finger to smooth it out, just like in graphite. Okay, I think I have to let it go.
Yeah, really hard to stop, right?
Okay, thanks everyone.
Yes.
Just remember, this is the Blueberry series
Thank
from
you.
Rockwell, and painting some blueberries with the Blueberries.
Yes.
And thank you, Helena, and I hope you go and check it out yourself.
Yeah, and thank you IWS, and thank you the president of IWS Canada, Ian Wright.
Thanks.
Hi. Yeah.